Ladies and gentlemen, in today's special weather bulletin, November 15th, 2025, we would like to bring you a comprehensive analysis of the weather conditions taking place across the Caribbean, Central America, and adjacent tropical Atlantic regions. In recent days, weather patterns in the area have tended to become more complex as a stalled front extends from the North Atlantic down into the Northern Caribbean, persisting for many consecutive days and creating significant disturbances in wind fields, humidity, and rainfall. This phenomenon not only produces uneven and sudden rainfall in coastal countries such as Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica, but also causes major islands like Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, the Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos to face rapid changes in rainfall, temperature, and wind. At the same time, a new moisture band from the Atlantic is beginning to move toward the Eastern Caribbean, bringing many changes expected to be clearly observed early next week. First, let us take a look at the status of the stalled front over the past several days. On satellite imagery, this front stretches from the eastern Canadian waters down toward the northern Caribbean and is in a nearly stationary state. Such stalled fronts typically form when the temperature and pressure differences between two air masses persist longer than usual, preventing the front from slipping further south or weakening quickly. When this occurs, convective clouds can easily develop along the front, and even when rainfall amounts are not large, it still produces scattered clusters of rain over multiple days. This is also the main cause of the scattered rain in Belize, Honduras, and Nicaragua throughout last night and this morning. In the areas near Belize and Honduras, rainfall has been uneven, mainly appearing in pockets of moist air pushed inland by northeasterly winds. Many coastal regions have recorded rainfall amounts of 20-40 millimeters within just a few hours, and some regions near major rivers or downstream floodplains have experienced temporary inundation. Although rainfall is no longer as widespread as the early days of the week, saturated soil conditions mean that even light rain can cause flooding. This is particularly worrisome for communities located near rivers, where water levels can rise rapidly after just 30 to 60 minutes of steady rain. Off the coasts of Nicaragua and Costa Rica, weaker rain clusters continue to appear along the convergent zone of the front. These showers are not strong enough to cause widespread flooding, but in mountainous or sloped terrain, concentrated rainfall over several hours may lead to flash floods. According to local meteorological stations, Costa Rica and Panama are still within their seasonal rainfall cycle, so rainfall from the front only acts as an additional factor rather than the main cause of hazardous weather. However, with high atmospheric moisture levels, Central American countries still need to closely monitor conditions and implement measures to prevent localized flooding. Moving to the major islands of the Caribbean, we observe a weather pattern with clear regional differences. In Jamaica, weather conditions today have improved significantly, with many areas seeing sunshine again. Showers mainly occur in the afternoon, concentrated along windward mountain slopes or in the western parts of the island. The hit or miss pattern, rain in some areas while others remain completely dry, continues, allowing many outdoor activities for residents and visitors to proceed smoothly. Meteorologists predict Jamaica will maintain many dry hours through Sunday. The Cayman Islands are experiencing similar weather to Jamaica. Although northeasterly winds still bring patches of mid-level clouds, rainfall amounts are expected to remain low. The chance of rain over the next 2 days is only around 40–50%, mainly short-lived showers that do not significantly affect marine traffic or daily activities on the islands. For Cuba, meteorologists note that the eastern part of the island is likely to see more rain than the west. The influence of the stalled front increases the likelihood of strong afternoon and evening showers in eastern Cuba, especially near the Sierra Maestra Mountains. Meanwhile, western Cuba, including Havana, sees only light rain or completely dry conditions. Haiti and the Dominican Republic, two nations sharing the island of Hispaniola, continue to experience scattered showers from the front's direct influence. Rainfall appears intermittently and may be accompanied by light, gusty winds. Although not expected to cause major hazards, residents in the western mountainous areas of the Dominican Republic or southern Haiti are advised to remain cautious of sudden thunderstorms. The Bahamas and Turks and Caicos exhibit a significant contrast between northern and southern regions. While northern Bahamas, including Grand Bahama and New Providence, enjoy sunny and calm weather, southeastern Bahamas and Turks and Caicos remain directly influenced by the tail end of the front. Here, showers may occur at any time, especially during the evening and night. Rain chances between 40–50% will persist through the weekend. Most notable in the coming days is the movement of a moisture band from the Atlantic toward the eastern Caribbean. This band is expected to reach islands such as St. Lucia, Barbados, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Vincent around Monday next week. When that happens, rain will increase significantly and may last for several hours in some areas. This will be the first wave of a wet period projected to last until midweek. Many major islands of the Eastern Caribbean should prepare for potentially heavy rainfall on Monday and Tuesday. In contrast, islands located further north, such as Anguilla, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts, and St. Martin, continue to experience mostly sunny and dry conditions. Their rain probability is only between 20% and 30% per day, and most showers are brief and not persistent. As the entire Caribbean region experiences the influence of the stalled front and the incoming moisture band, we also observe noticeable changes in wind and temperature patterns. In recent days, northerly, northwesterly, and northeasterly winds have occurred more frequently, causing nighttime and early morning temperatures in many places to drop to pleasantly cool levels. The Bahamas, Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic have all experienced this mild, cold surge. However, toward the weekend, especially from Sunday into Monday, the weakening front will shift winds gradually to the east. Areas near Florida and the northern Bahamas may even see southerly or southwesterly winds, bringing warm air from the south. This signals a warmer phase returning to the Caribbean early next week. While the Caribbean faces scattered rain and changing winds, North America is experiencing much stronger systems. A major Pacific moisture plume continues to impact California and Nevada, with heavy rain, strong winds, and significant mountain snowfall. This series of systems may last for several days and is assessed as having high potential for flash flooding and severe inundation. In the northeast, two low-pressure systems moving across Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada are also generating alternating rain and snow. Regarding the question many residents are concerned about, whether any tropical storm or depression is forming, forecast models from both Europe and the United States indicate no signs of tropical cyclone development for at least 7 to 14 days. The most recent storm was Melissa, and the next name on the list is Nestor. However, current oceanic and atmospheric conditions are not conducive to the formation of strong systems. This is a positive signal as we enter the final phase of the 2025 hurricane season. In summary, over the next several days, Central America, particularly Belize, Honduras, and Nicaragua, must remain alert for isolated showers and potential flooding. Major islands such as Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, Cuba, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic will primarily experience scattered showers. Northern Bahamas will maintain pleasant weather, while the southern Bahamas and Turks and Caicos will continue to receive rain due to the front. The eastern Caribbean will face increasing rainfall early next week. There is no short-term risk of tropical storm development. Central American nations should stay cautious regarding localized flooding, and Caribbean islands should prepare for the upcoming weather shift. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the most notable weather developments across the Caribbean for November 15th, 2025. We will continue to update the latest information in upcoming bulletins. If you find this report useful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing the video so that more people can keep up to date with important weather information. Wishing you a peaceful day, and we look forward to seeing you again in the next bulletin.